Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you could join me. Today we have a Chevy Trax. It's got a wee little bitty motor in it that is misfiring. She had it to a dealer. They fired the parts cannon at it. So far she said they put about, I think, $800 worth of parts into this thing, and it still misfires. It has a dead misfire on one of the cylinders. It has, as we can see, 101,593 miles. I did drive it in here. It has dead battery, okay, but it has a dead misfire. The dealer told them it's a dead misfire on number 3. The reason I know it's a dead misfire is because it shakes and it has the flashing check engine light. Contact! Put new coil packs, put new spark plugs in it, and it's still misfiring. So they told her it's going to take a new motor. We're going to go ahead and check it out. I did tell her I'm booked out about 3 weeks, and if it's going to take a motor, I can't hardly get to it right away. She understands that, but just wants to have me check it out because she does not trust them anymore since they fired the parts cannon at it. Cost her about $800 worth of money that has got her nowhere. Still runs just as bad as it did. So we're gonna go ahead, jump start that battery, get this thing started, and see if it's got a low compression cylinder or what it's got. All right, we've got the charger hooked up. Should be able to crank this thing. I'm hooked up to the scan tool. We're gonna go into misfire data right away because we know it's got a misfire. I could feel the misfire. Yeah, looks like 1 and 3 might have a fairly decent misfire history. Okay, let's see what, and it might be just picking it up from, you know, cylinder 3 being such a misfire. Let's go ahead and see if this thing yeah, we've got a dead cylinder, unfortunately. Okay, let's go ahead and start it. I did flood clear there. I pushed the pedal all the way to the floor. All right, let's go ahead and start it. Yeah, definitely cylinder 3. They are correct on that. Okay, I figured they probably were. All right, so what we need to do now is we need to pull our spark plugs and let's do a compression check on this thing. I feel like we're gonna find that cylinder 3 has no compression, but let's find out for sure. Okay, so we'll go down through here. Let's just look here and see if we can see anything. We can see we've got good hatch marks on the cylinder. Fair amount of crap on the valves. Wait a minute. Oh, guys, look at this. We have a burnt valve. I hope you guys can see this. I can't figure out the recording. Here, let's just see, maybe. Okay, well, all right. I think the bottom end on this motor is good. We had a failure of the intake valve. So, why we had a failure of the intake valve, I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, I think what originally happened here is that They replaced the spark plugs, put new spark plugs and new coil pack on it, charged her $800 to tell her that the engine's bad. They got to put a new engine in it, and they wanted another, I believe it was $8,000 or $9,000 for a new motor. She just didn't feel like she could stomach paying all that, and then at this point now she doesn't trust what they're saying either. I mean, I would have a hard time charging for those coil packs, for that coil pack. Spark plugs, you could justify that because I mean the new spark plugs can go into the new motor, but the coil pack, I mean that's I don't know, I just don't think I could justify charging the customer for that, because it did not fix the problem. The spark plugs didn't either fix the problem. However, the spark plugs, I mean, it's got 101,000 miles on it, so it needed new spark plugs. You could justify charging for the spark plugs for the new motor. However, the coil pack, I don't believe that you could justify charging. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and rag on somebody else. I'm not going to say who it is. I just feel like it's I don't know, it's frustrating. But anyway, what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to recommend a new head. We're going to go ahead and price the head. We'll definitely have to check our turbo, make sure that the turbo is good, that it didn't damage the exhaust side of the turbo. We may have to put a new turbo on there as well, but either way, not sure that it needed $9,000 on a new motor. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge, neither here nor there. I'm going to go ahead and let the customer know of their options and what's going on, and we'll see what she wants to do. All right, so what we're going to do on this thing, I've talked to the customer. They're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and pull the head off of here. We're going to try to get the head repaired. I've got a place that does very good at repairing heads. I'm going to see if they can repair it. If they can't repair it, then we're going to put a new head on there. So yeah, I think the bottom part of the engine should be fine. There's no damage to the piston that I could see. Obviously it did flood it with gas, but I don't see any scoring on the cylinder, so really no reason why we can't put another head on here and send it on its way, or repair this head. All right, I'm going to put you guys right there, and then we'll put you in a really high speed motion here. I think that's going to be our best option to get you guys some view of this, and yeah, so okay, for a minute here, let's just take a look. There's some spring loaded clips here. These right here, push that in and those should just pop right off of there. on the intake here, you will need an inverted Torx. This is what I call them, and it's going to be a size E10. That gets those there off of there. I think that's also the size for the valve cover. E10, the size for this up here, so E10, you'll need that. I'm gonna bring you guys over here because we have got a problem. I believe that this is what has caused our burnt valve. So anytime that you burn a valve, you'll want to make sure that you double check everything. One thing that can burn a valve is an injector not spraying correctly. I believe this injector was spraying directly, had a steady stream directly onto the valve there, and that's what caused it to burn. If you can see, we cannot see the holes correctly on that injector. There we have nice clean 4 holes and 4 holes. This is going to be injector number 3. So I believe the injector here is bad. Well, I know it's bad. We're going to have to put a new injector in it. According to how much they are, I will probably just go ahead and replace them all. And we'll get those from GM. I'm not going to go with aftermarket or anything like that. But yeah, this injector is definitely bad. It's got multiple holes in it. That's what caused our burnt valve. So anytime you do a job like this, always double check, make sure, because usually there's a smoking gun somewhere that causes that burnt valve. So just wanted to show you guys that. Yeah, that confirms it. We need to replace the valve, or replace the injector. Of course we're going to replace the valve. Duh. All right, I think we're ready to go up in the air now. There's a few things that I have to get from the bottom here. I need to drain the antifreeze now. I'm ready for that. I need to come up from the bottom to unhook the oil drain for the turbo. I may have to take that turbo out of the exhaust. I'll show you guys here. I might have to take that out of there because I'm not sure I can get to, I might be able to get some of those nuts out of there without pulling the turbo. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're ready to drain the antifreeze. I'm gonna get this thing up in the air, drain the antifreeze, get some of the stuff that I need to get from the bottom, and then we'll get you guys back when I come up top again. All right, everyone. I got called out there for a little bit, and so when I got back, I just got right back to it. So we have got the head off of here. We have had to take all of the front part off there. Didn't have to remove the oil pan like I thought I was going to have to, but timing chain's off. Obviously we had to pull that off. Here's the mess. But I think we're going to put a new timing chain on it. It doesn't look real wore, but they're not that expensive, and since we got it off anyway, we might as well replace it. It's a wear item. So over here we have our head, and as you can see, we have burnt valves.